The first people on the day of judgment, do you know who the first people to be burned in Jahannam are?
I think I know. Munafiqun.
Most people think maybe the non-believers or maybe Fir'aun or the truly oppressive on earth during their time, the worst zalimeen, but actually it's from amongst the Muslims. But the munafiqeen of the Muslims, with who? Who? The shaheed and the scholar and the one that used to donate, give charity. But there's a catch. Allah would bring him. He says, why did you fight in my path? And he says, I fought, for your sake, Ya Allah. He says, كذبت. He says, you fought لكي يقال شجاع وقد قيل فخذوه إلى النار. He says, you fought so that they could call you courageous, and you got what you wanted in dunya. They called you courageous, but Allah only accepts those acts that are purely for Him. And he ends up in Jahannam. The scholar, why did you learn your knowledge? So that they can call you a scholar, eh? And they did. Take him into Jahannam. The one that was giving charity, why? Oh, Ya Allah, for your sake, no. So they can call you Kareem and generous. You are interested in people noticing you. Take him into Jahannam. So it's the most important. In fact, tazkiyah is the science of ikhlas. To be genuinely sincere and true to yourself, sadiq, true with yourself, in checking every single act that you do, in every single moment, during the act as well, and then at the end of every act, what did we say?
Astaghfirullah.
Istighfar for the sake of Allah. This is very important because the nafs daiman has a haz, it has a share. We're weak, we're human beings, but as long as we feel guilty and feel bad and practice this, inshallah, Allah will
lack of ikhlas, guys, could drag you into hellfire.
Look, everything in this world is a curtain, and behind it is Allah doing the work. There was this story, two best friends, and they're always hanging out with each other. Best friends. One of them, he's super smart. The other, he's a little slow. He's not that smart. The smart one gets married, mashallah. He gets married, and he invites his not so intelligent friend over for food. So the guy goes and he's sitting and he notices something he didn't notice before. There was a curtain. And he's sitting there, all of a sudden he smells mahshi wara inab. He smells, mansaf.
OUSAMA got hungry.
I think so, yeah. We've been recording for quite some time. Yeah, absolutely. He begins to smell all these amazing dishes. And then he looks. He's not that smart, eh? And then he looks, and all of a sudden, the dish of mansaf comes out. And he's like, where did that come from? He's shocked. He goes to him. He said, where did you get that magic curtain? He says, what do you mean? He said, just tell me. He goes to the store downstairs. He goes, Salaam alaikum. He said, where are you going? The food. He goes, later. He rushes downstairs to the store. He finds the exact same curtain. He buys it. He goes home. He puts up the curtain. He invites all his friends over for
doesn't
food.
come out.
Now when they all come and they're sitting down, they're waiting. There's they can't smell anything. They said, what's going on? He said, no, just wait. This is a magic curtain. You know so-and-so? They're like, yes. When I was at his house, all of a sudden this curtain begins to produce all these dishes. And he's like, man, what are you talking about, bro? The guy just got married and this was a hijab for his wife, and his wife was behind the curtains preparing the food and pushing it through. Everything in this world is a curtain, and behind it is the yadullah, taf'al. Allah is the one doing everything, but veiling and camouflaging His activity through the asbab. When you become realized in this, and your iman of tawheed is pure, you see everything coming from Allah. So why would you do anything for anyone else's sake? That is the true remedy of what? Of riya, trying to impress others.
So basically, everybody watching right now, OUSAMA, his intentions, his ikhlas is gonna go up by putting the right intentions with the work he's doing, with no matter what the thing he was doing was, right?
Absolutely. And you have to reflect on a few things.
Like?
Reflect on the temporary nature of people's opinions of you. You're so worried about what people are thinking about you, but guess what? They're only thinking about themselves. You're sitting there like, what is he gonna think? But just like you're worried about yourself, he's worried about himself. So it's one of the tricks of shaitan, so don't get caught up in that cycle.
So right now, I think everybody's ikhlas is gonna go to the right path.
Insha'Allah ta'ala, that's the hope, brother.
Decoded.